am a robot master of peerless might.
Wow, I love the Tadakatsu theme. Well, anyway, here's Tier 6. Enjoy. Oh wait, before I forget, all these videos belong to Rowan Mithron and I'm using them with his permission. Yeah, sorry about that. At number 50 is DWN037, Starman from Mega Man 5. Oops. Wrong Starman. Excuse me a sec, folks.
No, that's not right either.
Ah, jeez. Let me take a second to look through my collection here. Oh, there it is. 1 second, folks. There we go! Yeah, Starman is a creation of Dr. Wily that was used for the purpose of space exploration and combat. His stage is interesting because even though it's not technically a water stage, it still has water physics, but above water.
Because we're in space.
As such, the first area has nothing but meteors trying to crush you. Once you get inside, however, there's a plethora of different enemies ready to deal damage to you, including enemies that bounce on their bottoms, space mets, and even Star Wars walkers, if you can believe that. The fight with Starman can get pretty hectic because a Star Crash, a shield weapon, homes in the position you were last in when he decides to fire it. As a result, you can get yourself trapped pretty easily. Also, because it is a shield, it can be very difficult to hit him, putting him at number 50. At number 49 is DWN059, Swordman from Mega Man 8. Wily created Swordman to use a weapon he had stolen from a museum, but it was too heavy to lift. So, Swordman's body was split in half, with the upper body being fitted with an anti-grav unit. Both halves can work independently to improve Swordman's balance. When Wily got his hands on the evil energy, Swordman was sent to take over a temple in Cambodia. The first part of Swordman's stage has 4 distinctive rooms which each require a different weapon from the first half of the game to complete. In the first room, you use the Ice Wave to move past fire columns which would destroy you instantly otherwise. In the second, you use the Tornado Hold in order to move special switches into position to move onward. In the third room, you need the Thunder Claw to hit certain switches and traverse gaps. And in the final room, you use the Flash Bomb to reveal the colors for a switch later on in the room. Get past all that and you face a tough mini-boss with a hammer that can knock down the platforms that you're standing on. When you finally reach Swordman, you find that the fight is actually much like a sparring match. Swordman will literally telegraph all of his attacks, but that doesn't mean he's easy, as you need to have perfect precision in order to dodge all of them and attack him, putting this fight at number 49. At number 48 is DWN049, Freezeman from Mega Man 7. Freezeman was created as a prototype robot for a non-polluting energy source, but was stolen and remodified for combat by Wily. He works based on the theory that hot and cold energy combined equals neutral energy, using hot energy as a power source and cold energy to use as Freeze Cracker move. Not only does Freezeman's stage have ice physics, but a lot of dangerous enemies, including robotic polar bears, icicle droppers, and bomb-toting bobsleds. And yet despite all that, the stage isn't hard, just tricky. Freezeman's where the real difficulty lies. He'll launch his Freeze Cracker to attack you, and can also freeze the floor and cause icicles to drop from the ceiling. If you get caught in any of these attacks, oh boy. Freezeman is a very durable boss that requires a lot of precise timing, putting him at number 48. At number 47 is SRN006, Saturn from Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. Saturn is one of the ancient star droids that was found by Dr. Wily and reprogrammed for his own purposes. He was also one of the robots that decided to go to other worlds in order to protect special factories that Dr. Wily had. An interesting note is that, similar to Gravity Man's stage, certain areas of Saturn's stage will actually alter the gravity. If there's a 0.5 in the background, the gravity is halved, and if there's a 2 in the background, gravity is doubled. There's also a lot of tricky enemies like this one that will slow down time and then try to drop bullets on you, another that sticks to the ceiling and tries to hit you with a spike, and another that tries to launch slow-moving homing rockets at you. Once you get to the fight with Saturn, there's a lot of dangerous things to look out for. He'll turn the ring around his body into a black hole that tries to suck you in. It can also freeze time and launch a barrage of bullets at you. To avoid them, you have to stay directly underneath him. While he's not exactly durable, he doesn't give you a lot of opportunities to attack him, putting him at number 47. Fun fact before we move on, not only are Saturn and Mercury planets, they're also car companies. Something to chew on. At number 46 is WWN02, Megawater S from Mega Man The Wily Wars. Let's go Kappa hunting!
Wait a minute, that background back there. I'm quite sure I've seen it before. Another game with a blue hero, wasn't it?
Well, regardless, Megawater S is the brains of the Genesis unit, a group created by Dr. Wily, and was made to resemble Xiao Jin of Journey to the West, who is known in Japan as Sakojo, hence the S in his name. Naturally, this is a water level and has such as water physics, instant death spikes, and enemies like this robotic frog. Not to mention a giant lanternfish which acts as a generator for the evil shrimp. However, the real problem of the level comes from Megawater S himself. He's not exactly hard, very tedious. The game expects you to fight on that tiny platform he's on, but it's much easier to fight him from the water. You still have to contend with his harpoon attacks, and he can protect himself with his water shield. The timing can be difficult, and the fight is rather tedious, putting Megawater S at number 46. At number 45 is DWN079, Nitro Man from Mega Man 10. Nitro Man is a stun robot who is so confident in his skills he will actually do whatever stun is asked of him no matter how dangerous. He's also president of a robot stunt club which has 60 members. However, trouble started when he got infected with the Robowenza virus and took over a local highway. Nitro Man's stage is all about speed, and that includes these robotic vehicles that can either run you into the wall or turn you into roadkill. Each section of the highway gets progressively harder, with the second one allowing you to move forward on the robotic vehicle but ending in death spikes. And the third one having giant trucks that can move you backward and even more death spikes if you're not careful. Once you get to Nitro Man, the fight is even more fast and frantic. He can move along the ground at high speeds in his motorcycle form and also romp the walls, tossing wheel cutters that can get the room very congested in a hurry. The fight is fast, frantic, and not easy to keep track of, putting Nitro Man at number 45. At number 44 is DWN011, Bubble Man from Mega Man 2. Bubble Man was created by Dr. Wily to be the first ever underwater fighting robot, but a design flaw means that he can only jump while underwater, although he can swim quite well. This being a water stage, there are plenty of instant death spikes to worry about. In fact, throughout the entire later parts of the level, they completely cover the ceiling. That can make it particularly tricky to get through this one hole that's filled with
Metroids?
Actually robotic jellyfish, but that's another story. You also have to deal with 2 more lanternfish, as well as
Cracks from heaven.
Don't look at me like that, I gotta make these segments interesting somehow. Not to mention the fight with Bubble Man can be a lot harder than you think. He's very durable and can launch his bubblelet to attack you. Not to mention there's water physics in the room and instant death spikes on the ceiling. This can make the fight go south in a hurry, putting Bubble Man at number 44 on this list. At number 43 we have DWN052, Cloudman from Mega Man 7. Cloudman was originally a weather control robot, but was stolen by Dr. Wily, who removed his rainmaking equipment and enhanced his lightning equipment. Because he was a weather control robot, Cloudman stages a lot of weather effects. Normally it just rains, but if you have the freeze cracker, it can actually snow. The weather can also have an effect on enemies throughout the stage. In addition, in the final hallway, you have to worry about deluxe Phantoms and giant pippies. As for the fight with Cloudman, he can turn the weather rainy in order to pull you in or push you out towards the bottomless pit at either end of the arena. Not to mention he can attack you with his Thunderbolt ability. This battle is all about timing and can last a good while because of how durable Cloudman is, putting him at number 43. At number 42 is DWN048, Yamato Man from Mega Man 6. Yamato Man is a Japanese robot designed specifically for combat and modeled after a samurai warrior. He was set to compete in the first annual Robot Master Tournament, but was captured by Dr. Wily as Mr. X and reprogrammed for his own purposes. Yamato Man stage is full of Japanese references and has a hidden mini-boss if you use the power adapter. Also spear-wielding robots modeled after the warrior monk Benkei, as well as dragonflies that like to try and drop bombs on you. Yet again, we have another split path where one path leads to the real boss, and you have to use the jet adapter to get to the real one in order to gain some beat parts. As for the fight with Yamato Man, hold it! Let's give this guy some more appropriate music. Yeah, he's that awesome. So yeah, the fight with Yamato Man can get pretty hectic. He's fast and durable and can launch his Yamato Spirit one of two ways, either in a flurry of several, or just launching across the screen and then running over to retrieve it. If you aren't careful, he can back you into a corner and do some significant damage. Jeez, it's no wonder Japan picked this guy to represent them in the tournament. Imagine if it had actually gone down. He might have won! Regardless, this is one difficult fight for Mega Man, which puts Yamato Man at number 42 on this list. Guess who's surprised to see himself so high on this list? That's right, at number 41 is DWN015, Heatman from Mega Man 2. Heatman is a combat robot designed by Dr. Wily after a Zippo lighter of all things. Still, he's a very dangerous robot and actually has a dial to control his power on his back, which he's actually unaware of. This stage has a lava-filled hallway that's just filled with tellies that can really get in your way and cause you to fall in, causing instant death. But the true difficulty in this level comes from the infamous disappearing block puzzle from hell, which has a long string of disappearing blocks going over a long river of lava, followed by a bottomless pit. Yikes! Try getting through that without item number 2. Once you finally get to Heatman, it's all a matter of timing. Heatman's not very vulnerable, but will wrap himself up in heat, turning himself invisible for short periods after you hit him just once. If you get the timing wrong, he can also launch his atomic fire at you to attack you with. Still, it's a tough fight, and the stage is no picnic, putting Heatman at number 41 on this list. That's Tier 6 out of the way. Stay tuned for Tier 7 next video.